Foodie gang, what is going on? What's going on? What's going on? Y'all know I'm back when y'all see my crazy hair, but you are tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Let me. Okay, I was like, let me make sure I'm not logged into the wrong account. Okay. All right, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are back with another budget-friendly meal. All right, y'all. We're back. You know, I've been talking all about food stamps on this channel. They're going to cut them for November if the government stays shut down. So with that being said, y'all going to need these budget-friendly meals for sure. So, what we got here, Brandon, I know this is going to break your heart because Brandon has already told me that you need to stop eating pork. But we're eating pork tonight. So, we have a $5 seasoned Steakhouse pork griller steak. I have never had one of these before, but what it sounds like to me is a big old pork chop. Or a long pork chop with no bone. We got some broccoli here, and then we got rice A Roni, the chicken kind. And I have my rice cooker back here. Normally I start my rice before you guys get here, but I didn't do that today. Hey, Style King. And Style King, I got 636 over here. You said good morning. What you talking about? So normally I start my rice before you guys get here, but I didn't start it today. So I'm gonna go ahead, start that in the rice cooker. If you guys do not have a rice cooker, I think I'm going to be offended because I have literally been telling you guys to get a rice cooker since I first started YouTube. Since I started this channel, I've been telling y'all to get a rice cooker. There's really no excuse why you don't have a rice cooker, especially with the holidays coming up. Hey, Lomax, one day I'm going to design rice cookers. I say foodie gang. I'm going to sell them in Walmart. Because I'm always promoting these freaking rice cookers. Okay, this is what it looks like. Great investment. This probably had to be like $20 maybe, less than that. I have used this so many times and for so many recipes. So get you a rice cooker if you don't have one. More of the story. And if you're like me and you're someone who can't make rice on the stove, you have boilovers, my rice don't be cooked right, don't be consistent. When you get the rice cooker, it cuts all of that out. You have consistent rice every time, okay? And then Style King said, how do you keep the rice from sticking to the side? Okay, my rice doesn't stick to the side, but it does stick to the bottom. I do see that like the bottom layer will kind of burn sometimes. This is what I do to kind of prevent a whole bunch of burnt rice. Is when my rice cooker goes off of the cook setting, I unplug the rice cooker. I feel like if you don't unplug it, it will cook the hell out the rice. And then it will give you the burnt layer that Style King is talking about. Unplug your rice cooker. Your rice will still kind of burn a little bit on the bottom, but not on the sides. And even with the little bit of rice that burns, it's not bad, bro. It's not bad at all. Still, you will have consistent rice every time. That's why when you go to the Asian store, or not the Asian store, when you go to get like Asian food, you go to like Famous Walk or whatever, they have a rice cooker. They make that rice in the rice cooker or a steamer. You never see them making rice on the stove. Only us does that. Okay, so I'm going to read the back of the box to get the rice started, y'all. We did a whole 20-minute or 5-minute infomercial on rice cookers. That's why I said, like, one day I'm going to design a rice cooker and some pots and pans. And I'm going to be promoting my own rice cooker because I'm tired of promoting their rice cooker. Oh, okay, I only have one experience. Yes. Okay, when your rice is done and it goes off of the cook setting, goes to the warm, unplug the rice cooker. The rice will still be hot. It will still continue to cook. So you don't have to worry about that. If you leave your rice on the cook setting, you're gonna experience what Style King is talking about with having a whole bunch of burnt rice on the sides and all that. So, you know, hey Starboy, how you doing? Okay, and then I got my rice in there. I'm just gonna put some water in there. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of butter. Or instead of butter, you can put oil. Okay, so when I was in Georgia, when I was on the road, y'all, I did not have my rice cooker, right? So I had to make rice on the stove, and it was so embarrassing because my rice ended up becoming soggy. And then it makes me look like I can't cook. But it's like, no, you don't understand. I know I can't make rice. That's why I got a rice cooker. Let me open, okay. Open the pack over the liquid in case you spill any. Okay, so when you have the rice cooker, you just put everything in here, stir it around, push it off to the side, plug it in, and you're good to go. But, you know I can't make rice. Style King said it's 38 degrees. It's cold as hell. When you come into Alaska, Style King, I know you like to travel. I know you like to travel. And Kevin said, I want some ribs. That's pretty much what that is big old boneless ribs, kind of what it sounds like. But, you know when you go into the grocery store, sometimes they have great deals on meat. And we are going into a time and a season where saving money is very, very important. Being able to stretch, and then I'm just going to give it a stir and plug it in. Being able to stretch a meal is going to really be very, very important. And Style said, I don't like the cold. What? Ain't nothing, you know. It's freezing cold, but you put it on a little jacket, you be alright. Style said, I'm with the tropical. But every time I see Style King, he do got some shorts on, a little button up. His outfits be nice, but you will be cold as heck in that outfit here. So I'm just gonna plug it in. Where's that here? Put it on the cook setting. There's 2 different settings, warm and cook. And then boom, we're done with it. Okay. So the next thing we're going to work on is the broccoli and the pork. And so we got some broccoli here. This is frozen broccoli. If you use fresh broccoli, they both really are great options. But sometimes the frozen can be a little bit more cost effective, especially if you don't have a lot of time or if you don't want your vegetables to go bad. People tend to get frozen or fresh, doesn't matter, but eat your vegetables. Okay, so Style King, my favorite season personally is Mrs. Dash, right? I grew up on Mrs. Dash and I love it, right? But when I did a questionnaire on Facebook, everybody hated Mrs. Dash. And I'm like, what? So I would say I like Mrs. Dash, and then Cajun two-step, Cajun seasoning is also really, really good too. But yeah, people don't like Mrs. Dash, which is crazy to me. So we got 1 pan for our pork and then our broccoli. And because this broccoli is frozen, we're just gonna go ahead and put it on, let it cook, and let it do its thing. How was everyone's day today? Oh, you guys, we are almost gonna be at 7,000 subscribers, which I'm really excited about because we just celebrated the 6K. But we're gonna be at 7,000, I think, before Thanksgiving for sure. And then Style said, I don't know about the Dash one. I will try it out. It's really good. I have it right here. Let me, last time I knocked the camera, but this time I got it. Okay, here we go. This is the one I like, Mrs. Dash. It's really good. They have a whole bunch of different brands. But thank you so much, Style. Yeah, I think we're gonna be at 7,000 before the holidays for sure, and before Thanksgiving. I put out, hey Angela, I put out a video. This has never happened to me before. This video is at 42,000 views. I have never had a video go over, I think like 10,000. And I think that like the one that went over 10,000 was recent. So my pre-recorded videos don't ever do really well, but I kept going, I kept making them. I was like, man, one day my video is gonna hit. And that day, yesterday, it did really, really good. But yeah, it's 42,000 views. It's on food stamps. Y'all know right now, everybody's talking about food stamps. But the video's doing really well. We have one coming out tomorrow too. Go check out the video, y'all. It's finna be going down for November as far as the food stamps. Yes, I was like, okay, so I posted the video, right? And I'll be checking my studio, probably too much, honestly. I went back to the studio, and it's at 17K 6 hours later. I was like, wait, what? And I said, oh my goodness, but yes, this video is going up. It's doing big things. I'm like, what? Look, if these pre-recordeds kick off, y'all might not see me no more. Okay. Let's get back to the cooking, y'all. I got excited. Okay, so we're actually going to get this broccoli out of the way. Let this cook, get this out of the way. But yes, you guys, the video is doing so great. And because of that video, I think that we're going to be at 7K here very soon. It's not about subscribers. It's not about money. It's about continuing to work hard, never giving up, and believing in yourself. Because a lot of people, hey, Easy Money, a lot of people will tell you that you crazy, and you always doing this, and you always on live. I'm like, well, if I'm not on live, what am I doing? That's okay, though, because the foodie gang know what's going on. So we're going to make some broccoli, and we have this $5 pork steak. So we're making another budget-friendly meal. Like I talked about in my video, Snap, Wick, all that might be kind of up for grabs in November. And even without those happening, food is expensive as hell. So we need to budget and still eat quality meals. So that's where I come in. Okay, so we're going to do our broccoli. I actually have this bacon grease that I kind of want to use in here. Some bacon grease in there. Aw, Style King said congrats and much more success. Thank you, Style King, with the $5. Y'all show him some love, some support. And make sure you guys tune into his YouTube channel. Great content creator. And he brings up some very good points. I know when we hear like traveling, we think passport, bro, but that's not everybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not with the bullshit. But thank you so much, Style. And you know, when I was down in Georgia, I wanted to meet Style. Hopefully we will be able to meet in the future. I did meet El Chivo in Vegas and Angela Hurd. We had a great time. So I really like meeting other content creators. That was my first time doing it in Vegas with El Chivo. I did meet Ish. But she brought Ava like a little welcome basket. But we didn't do content together because of our schedule. But me and El Chivo, we made content together. And I had a great time. And I was like, this is so tight. Like, I would love for my life to just be able to make content, meet people, you know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, we had a great time. We had a great time. Okay, so we're gonna, let me stop talking, y'all. Let's cook. Ooh, oh, and you guys know what? Okay, after I tell y'all this, we're gonna get started. Shout out to El Chipo. You guys know I just hit 1,000 video. I hit 1,000 videos. I'm like, damn. I talk a lot. Yes, Vegas was so much fun. So we're gonna put the broccoli in here. I knew one of them was gonna fall. That's okay. But Vegas was a lot of fun. Um, all right, we got the broccoli going. We got the rice over here and all that. So it's a This is what it's called. It's not called a pork chop. They call it a pork griller steak. So it kind of looks like a pork chop, but there's no bones in it. It's like a rectangle boneless pork chop. But you know, one thing I learned when I went to culinary school is like they have hella cuts of meat. Like it really breaks down. And Style King say, "Are you a traveling chef now?" I'm not. I don't get paid for that, but I would love to do that. I would love to be a private chef and like give people like the one-on-one experience. You know, when we're up here talking and stuff. I wouldn't mind traveling the world and being able to meet people. Like, now I ain't gonna be working up in no kitchen though. That's a little too much for me. Like, hey, don't be trying to rush me. The food gonna get done when it get done. Don't be trying to tell me what to do. Thank you so much, Timothy. Don't be trying to tell me what to do. Don't micromanage me. I'm gonna make my own menu up. If you have allergies, we'll work with you. But I would never, unless I have to. I'm gonna always make way for me, my baby. But I would never go back to the kitchen. They done ran me out there permanently. Don't tell me what to cook, especially if you can't cook like me. But yeah, I just need to do my own thing. I can't work with y'all. Y'all do too much. Angel said share, like, subscribe, yes, all that good stuff. Let me know the lid for this. Alright, grab it. It's going down over here. Okay. I remember when I would be at work, right? They will always come up and be like, "What are you doing?" Bitch, what are you doing? You came way over here just to ask me what I was doing. What are you doing? Oh, it was so freaking irritating. So irritating. So irritating. I forgot what I was doing. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper on this, and then some garlic. I almost forgot what I was doing. I just got a flashback of when I worked in the kitchen. It was irritating. I like 907 Goodies better, which is a way better vibe. And then when you work in the kitchen, people be like upset. No, I am not putting onions in the broccoli, Angela. You're trying to be funny now. Okay, so what I'm trying to do now, because I put onions and everything, I'm trying to make a couple of meals without onions so that y'all can't talk about me. And then I'm going to put a little bit of water in here. Not a lot, just a little bit. You trying to be funny though, Angela? Okay. So we got our rice going. We got our broccoli on here. I'm gonna turn the burner on in the back and move the rice to the back, and we're gonna get started on the meat. The most important part, which I came here for, $5. $5. It makes me want to say $5 foot long. I was talking to somebody about the $5 foot long the other day, and he was like, "Man, they stopped that quick." I'm like, "Yeah, cause can't nobody afford it. $5 nothing." And then every time you would go to Subway, they would add it up, right? And they were like $6.50, $7. It was never $5, especially for me, cause I'm here in Alaska. Let me wipe the stove off really quick, and then we're gonna get this pan hot for our pork. Okay, so before you guys get here, I'll be listening to rap music, but I don't want to get any copyright. You know, usually we tripping, okay? So before y'all get here, I'll be listening to Big X the Plug, a little bit of Lil Wayne, the old Lil Wayne, the new Lil Wayne washed up. But I always turn my rap music off when I start live streaming because I don't want to get in trouble. But one day, I'm going to let y'all hear my playlist. Okay, so I'm going to get scissors. And then what I like to do for my pans, we're going to get this nice and hot. I'll put a little bit of oil in here. So we're going to get that cut open. And this is the messy part. I might put on a couple of gloves. I don't know what it is. I don't like the way raw meat feels. I mean, I'll do it if I don't have gloves, but if you have gloves, it's so much better. And shout out to the Foodie Gang, because somebody actually sent me these gloves, and I just really appreciate all the love and the support, you know? You know what I'm gonna design? I'm gonna make some aprons. I've been thinking about it. I'm like, I want to do shirts, but if I do aprons, men and women can wear them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody can do it. And then an apron will be easier to, like, you know, get made up. So we're going to cut this open. But yes, we're going to do some aprons. I was thinking about that. You know what? I'm just looking at this. This is like one of them pull things. I didn't even have to get no scissors. Don't you hate when you do that? When you open it and you're like, bro, I didn't even have to do all this. I'm struggling for nothing. It says that it's already seasoned. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit of smoke. Let me turn the fan on. It's saying that it's already seasoned, but we will see how it tastes. It says it's a Steakhouse seasoning. So here we go. It looks like a big boneless pork chop with like a rectangle on it. Hey Donna, how you doing? So here we go. We got our pan right here. I believe our pan is hot, so we're gonna put this in, and then we're gonna just let it cook. And then we got our broccoli going. We got our rice A Roni, and this is $11 dinner that you can make for your whole family. We have broccoli here. We have rice. This is gonna serve a couple of people. So what I want you guys to learn from these budget-friendly meals is how to really stretch the value of your dollar. I've been reporting on food stamps a lot, and some of those women were getting like $1,000, $900. Like, that's a lot of money for food. If you're hungry at the end of the month, you didn't spend your money right. Now, this is $11 dinner. Okay, but if you get $900 a month, I'll be mad too. Like, that's a lot of money for food. And then you're eating like junk food, box meat. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, give me $900. Okay. So yeah, there we go. We got everything cooking right here. We're waiting on the rice. Let me just put in my drink. Okay, we're gonna check on the broccoli. Oh, you know what, Style King? I don't even have a microphone. I'm glad y'all can hear me. I think I just talk loud. I don't even have a microphone. I think I just talk loud. Okay, so we got the broccoli here. We're gonna give it a try. See what it's tasting like. He said the sizzling is great. What I like to do when I cook too is I'll have some soapy water, and then I'll be rinsing my dishes off and putting them in the water so that they can soak. So when you do have to wash dishes, it's not complicated. I don't have a dishwasher here. I wash all my dishes by hand. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even really like dishwashers, and when I have one, I never even used it. So I like to wash my hands anyway. Okay, let's see what this other side is looking like. And make sure you guys subscribe to my other YouTube channel. Look at that. We're gonna let it go for a little bit longer. But my other YouTube channel, Time for Tea at 907 Goodies. And then also Ava's Playtime for children's content. Okay, we're gonna... I don't know, you guys. You might have to add some seasoning to this. Brandon, I'm cooking something that's going to make you want to spank me. I'm eating pork, and I know you told me about pork. We have broccoli, we have rice A Roni, and then we have our pork steak here. It's $11 dinner, though. I did save money. But Brandon be telling me that what I should and shouldn't be eating. But tonight, I'm going to be a bad girl. Over here. So this meal would be great with the sauce. I didn't make one, y'all. But I had a lot to do today. Well, we do have some barbecue sauce. You can probably put some mustard with it if you like mustard. Totally up to you. Yeah, Sean said we not light skin, we need that Lowry. You know what? I have had this bottle of Lowry in my cabinet for a while and I never used it. I think that's because when I was growing up, we always used Lowry, and now I don't like it like that. But I do think that this needs some more seasoning. Uh, oh, you know what? Let me reach over, y'all. Let me make sure I don't. I have this steak seasoning that's really good. I might put that on there. No, I have not used Lowry's. I never use it. I have lived here for probably like 4 years. That freaking Lowry's. And I only got it for when the black people come over my house so they don't talk about me. No, Lowry's is salty, bro. I'm surprised you're even saying that. Lowry's is salt. Well, I feel like when my mom used to use it, she would always add like salt on top of it, and it's just too much. Hey, Christine, how you doing? How you doing? I was just thinking about something. I was like, do I want to take this out and then make a pan sauce and then put this back in there? I was thinking, y'all. And I'm gonna turn this broccoli now because the broccoli is already done. We're just keeping it hot. Yes, and so I think when my people would use it, I think they would add salt too. And then that's when it kind of became like, no, this ain't it. But I think like some things that I ate when I was a kid, I think I just don't like them because I'm just tired of them. So, okay, I'm going to take this pork steak out, and I think I'm gonna make a little pan sauce and then put this back. Put some butter in here. Never go wrong. Always leave a little butter on the counter, soften. Never go wrong with butter. Ooh, let's put some garlic in there. This is the fun part about cooking. But also the nerve-wracking part, especially when you're on live, like how I am right now. If it don't work out, everybody gonna be able to see. Okay, I put butter in here, garlic, a little bit of water. What you can do also to thicken your sauce is put a little cornstarch in there, but I did not know this. Cornstarch apparently has carbs in it, something like that. So put a little bit more water in here. All right. And then we're gonna put our pork steak back in here. Oh, I don't know why I'm stirring with tongs. And then I'm watching that rice so that when it gets done cooking, I'm gonna unplug the rice cooker so that it doesn't overcook. Okay, so we got a beautiful sear on our pork steak. We have our pan sauce that we just made out of nowhere, and we're gonna put this back in here and we're gonna let it cook, do its thing, and then I didn't even put no more seasoning on it. I'm just gonna put the seasoning in the sauce. And it might not even need no seasoning. You know what I'm saying? It might be alright. And this is like stuff. Okay, I have two different tongs. One for my vegetables and one for my meat. And I'm trying to make sure I don't cross-contaminate. So then we're going to go back in here with this. And we're just going to let that cook, and we're going to clean up a little bit. Alright, so shout out to Style King for being the sponsor of the show with the $5. Make sure y'all check out my new video that I put out today or yesterday on food stamps so that you know what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't necessarily get food stamps or check the video out, it's doing really good. 42,000 views. And I am very proud of myself. And the reason why I'm going to keep talking about it and I'm going to keep, bragging on myself is because my pre-recorded videos do not do well, which is why I always go live. My lives do very, very well. So I have been working on it, on my pre-recorded videos to see what I can do, you know what I'm saying? So for it to go that well is a blessing for me, and also keeping in mind that I just had surgery, like it reassures me to keep going and to not give up, because I could have had my brain surgery and I had it in July. I could have stopped making videos, stopped making content, but I kept going. And so for this video to do so well reassures me that I'm in the right place. Thank you, Christine. We got our pork steak right here. I know some of you guys don't eat pork. Some people do, though. The rice is done, so I'm going to turn this off. This whole meal, $11. You get all that meat. You get the broccoli right here. And you get a whole box of rice. The rice A Roni right here. So, let me stir this rice up and see what we're looking like. Most of the time, though, the rice is done, but we'll see. Rice A Roni gets on my freaking nerve. I don't even like making rice A Roni, especially on the stove. Never works out for me. Okay, the rice is looking good, too. Thank you so much, Kristen. And yeah, I really appreciate that. And my message to the whole world is to not give up. Because I could have gave up months ago and I would not be where I'm at today. Which I'm down the road from where I was at before. Yeah, I'm just playing. But it's keep going, never give up. Yes, I agree with you, Side. Okay, so I'm starting the rice, and it's really, really hot, which is why I got a pot holder. But the food is pretty much done. Let's give this a try. Let me get a clean spoon so I get the right shot up in here. Okay. Yes, I agree. You never know what people are going through. Which is why I feel like people should be more humble when they meet people and not right away judging people. Because you never know what somebody's going through. Like, you really don't. Look at that. Get you a rice cooker. Okay. So I can poke our meat and I can tell that it's done. It's complicated. It's hard to explain to you guys. But this is what they taught me in the kitchen. What I will say though, even though I would never go back to the kitchen, there are some great things I learned from the kitchen and great life skills that I think anyone can take with them anywhere, which is the ability to problem solve, to think on your feet, to not give up, to stay on time. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some great things in the kitchen. Emperor, what's going on, Emperor? Look, I ain't seen Emperor in the chat, but I seen Emperor kicking somebody else out here, though. Hey, Saul, how you doing? Emperor said, what up, though? 907 goodies in chat. Smash that like button. And Emperor, you make sure you check out my food stamp video that I just put out. That video, when I first got on here, was at 42,000 views. It is doing amazing. So make sure you check it out. But the food is done. Let me get ready, make a little plate so we can eat. Y'all know how we do. We cook and then we sit down and we talk. Cause I ain't got nothing to do. I know y'all ain't got nowhere to go. But yes, Emperor, and I'm glad to see you in here, Emperor. I'm glad to see all of you guys. But Emperor is like my newsman. Emperor, there's a lot going on in the world right now. A lot. Yeah, Emperor's like my newsman. He always knows what's going on. So I realized that with that I'm gonna have to cut it up. Then that's okay. There's something. She be acting lazy. But Emperor's like my newsman. And I went live yesterday where I did breakfast. Oh, and Ava said that she wants to cook breakfast again. So we have a plan for tomorrow, y'all. I'll tell y'all the plan in a second. Oh, thank you. You know, I do a little something, you know what I'm saying? A little something. But you know, I did not realize this. People in the world right now are not cooking like that. And I really didn't notice that. I really didn't realize that until I started this channel. I thought everybody cooked. So this is like news to me, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna cut this up over here. I'm gonna get serious too about this. Yeah, apparently people don't cook like that. And I didn't know that until I started this channel. I love cooking. I don't know what you guys hate about it. I think that's fun. Do you like cooking? Emperor be cooking. Emperor be baking. Now that's one of the things that I would say I could improve on is my baking. Like, but honestly, I would just hire a baker. It's the same thing with the rice cooker for me. I know I can't make rice, so I just get a rice cooker. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in making things harder on yourself. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all can see it. You know, I would just hire a baker if I ever wanted to open an establishment or, you know. Dang, I just realized the music stopped. When I was working in the kitchen, we used to have this, we would have catering events. And one of the jobs I would do was I would stand there and like cut meat like this. But I will be honest with y'all, I haven't cut a piece of meat like this in a minute. I almost forgot how to do it. But when I would do catering, I would just like stand there. Like for Christmas, we would do a lot of like prime ribs, and yeah, just stand there and cut up stuff. Alright. Okay, so let me get, and I'm not ignoring y'all. I see y'all out here in the chats. Hey, Coach Berg. He said, "Look, Coach Berg's trying to tell y'all how to get a woman, but y'all don't want to listen. So it is what it is, you know. Oh well." Oh, so Ava's gonna be making breakfast tomorrow. Oh, and we're gonna do, okay. So for tomorrow, we're gonna do Halloween theme because we haven't done anything for Halloween at all, and I feel really bad about that. So we're gonna do Halloween themed breakfast, and then we're gonna make Rice Krispie treats. Let me just stop. You know the only thing about this channel I don't like is like you only really get one chance to plate it up, and then after that, it is, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pour a little bit of juice on there. All right, y'all. There we go. There we go. There we go. Lay back on all this stuff. What is that, Stoddy? I mean, what is that? So I was over there reading it. What is that? What is Stoddy? Is that kelp? What? I don't know what that is. I have to look that up. I ain't never heard of that before. Okay, y'all. So we got a $11 dinner for the whole family. This is only a portion. But this, the way I priced this out today, this will feed. This is dinner for everybody. So, we got more meat, more broccoli, more rice. So I'm gonna plate this up. Let me get my phone out. I was like, oh, I gotta hit something. All right, y'all. That sounds good. I'm always willing to try new foods. We are gonna sit down and I'm gonna taste this for you guys, and we are gonna see what this is hitting for. But we have our $11 dinner. We have rice A Roni rice right here. We got our pork steak. We got our broccoli. So, let me get y'all situated at the table. Alright, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And it's going to get dark in here for a second, but I got some more light over here for you guys, okay? Oh, there we go. There we go. I need enough room so I can sit down. Okay, that's a little cricket. Let me get y'all together. Let me get y'all together for the game. And I have half this hair that has just been going rogue the whole episode, honestly. So here we go. Hold on, you guys are a little cricket. Or maybe it's my posters. That's a possibility. All right, so let's go ahead and pray before we dig in. All right. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Thank you for everything that you do and everything that you've already done and that you plan to do. We thank you so much for this platform, for our health and the food to nourish our bodies. In Jesus' name, pray, amen. Now, let's see if they put enough seasoning on the pork. Okay. Now, I did add a little bit of steak seasoning to the sauce, and I'm glad I did. Hey, y'all, Cheapo. Again, girl, what you got going on today? She was taking it easy. You know, I know that's a lot. You be at work, and more work. And then when you ain't at work, you're on a well-deserved vacation. Oh, but you got the holidays, birthdays coming up. The end of the year is like really stressful. Cause it's like you start thinking about all the stuff you gotta do. You're like, damn. Ooh. I'm sorry to hear that, Cheapo. Where's it hurting at? She will be on top of it. She said 728, baby. She already know. Where'd you hurt yourself at lifting weights? Ember said I'm reading Christmas out of the stores. You know what? One thing I will say, Foodie Gang, is you guys make me get on top of stuff. Like, El Cheapo has motivated me that I need to do something for Halloween. Because I haven't done nothing yet. So, tomorrow's live streams are all going to be Halloween themed. Even the breakfast. And then we're going to do Rice Krispie trees. And then, speaking of tree, putting up the tree. El Cheapo's decorations last year for Christmas were fabulous. Y'all be on top of it. I might do a real tree. When I was in Oregon, when I lived in Oregon, you would see people on the side of the road, like, selling real trees. I don't really see nobody out here in Anchorage. Or maybe it's like, maybe because I haven't looked. And we always had a fake one growing up. Empress said he ready. And you guys, Ava's Christmas list is in the chat. Nightbot drops the link. She might come out the room. She here talking about Christmas. That's her holiday. I think that my holiday, because I love to cook, will be Thanksgiving. But that's just because I love to cook. But this year, you guys, I don't know what we're gonna do. In my current apartment, real trees aren't allowed. Gotta be fake. I've never heard that before. Like you can't have a real tree. Oh, is that because it's a fire hazard? Fire hazard? And I do not like eggnog, but my sister loves it. I'll have to make up some like recipes, I guess, for the holidays. New ones, not the ones I did last year. I never heard that with the trees. But the tree gets crispy, the lights get to lightning, and the fire gets to happening. Oh, they get and that's one thing I do not like about the real tree is like I feel like I was cleaning that tree up in April because it's the freaking needles, like you said, they just fall off. There are some benefits though, but like it smells good, but it ain't enough for me. I don't get my fake tree. Hey Zeb, what's going on with you, Zeb? I'll get my fake tree. Look, y'all can keep the real trees, the cleaning up. I'm good. Y'all see that? I always say this style. If you come here and you don't get hungry, I need to get me another job. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's this other channel. I'm not even going to say her name because I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. When she be cooking, I don't want to eat her food. Like, I'm not saying, like, her food looks nasty. But it doesn't look appetizing. Does that make sense? It's not, it don't like you want to eat it. It's just like, ooh. But nice, simple meal. Rice, pork, broccoli. You can even do chicken instead if you want to, if you find chicken. Because, like, sometimes at Fred Meyer's, they will have $5 packs of chicken. I haven't seen the beef, though. I ain't see. Maybe I didn't get there in time, but they do be having, even at Kroger's, because like, I say Fred Meyer's, that's what we have here. But when I was down south, they had Kroger's. Even them, they will have $5, packs of chicken and other types of meat in the grocery store. But yes, y'all, if your girl start doing the pre-recordeds, y'all might not see me no more. I might start making cooking tutorials, however you say it. Hey, 52. I'm about to make Ava come out here. Say hi. Ava is an old soul. She loves to. She just be. Ava be chilly. The way she be going in her room and closing the door after her, I'm like, what are you hiding in there? It's like she'll open the door, right? And she'll slip out real, like, small because she don't want to open the door too hard. And then she'll close it right behind her. Like, what you got going on up in there? Okay, so for tomorrow, we're gonna do breakfast, and then I want to make those Rice Krispie treats that we've been talking about for forever. I'm like, Ava, we just need to do some Halloween stuff and get this out of the way so we can move on with our lives. Mm. Oh, and I got some water here. I'm drinking on the side. Mm-hmm. So when we get off of here, I'm gonna work on some thumbnails for tomorrow. And I'm also gonna work on content for my other channels. And I'm gonna relax. I had a productive day. I did some laundry today. I went driving. Hey, Fanny, girl, what's going on with you? Fanny, we over here minding our business, making budget-friendly meals. Because we know everybody ain't got no money. So we made an $11 pork dinner for the whole family. She said laying in the bed. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Man, I tell you, when you start getting older, you appreciate your chill time so much more. Like you know, like you be looking forward to going home, getting in the bed and relaxing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, $11. We found the pork steak for $5. We got the rice A Roni, we got the broccoli. So good deal right here. And then you guys have said to me that you wanted to see more budget-friendly meals. So I always ask, like, what do y'all want to see me cook? Because I know what I want to eat. But I don't want this to be about me. Mm. Mm-hmm. But Fanny, according to the people that don't eat pork, no, it's not. But there's nothing wrong with a little bit of. I tried to stop eating pork. I tried. But it's so hard. How was everybody's day going though? I know, like for y'all, I got 7:39 here. It's probably about the end of the day for y'all. How did your day go? Fanny girl, you gotta check out my last video. Yeah, 7:39 here. Check out my last video. It's not a live stream. It's just under the video tab on my page. It was on food stamps. So they're already saying no food stamps for November because the government is shut down. And then Ember said almost midnight here. Another long day. I know, but any day above ground is a good day. Nemo said it's been a good day, but slow here. When I hear Nemo, it makes me think of that movie, Finding Nemo. That's one of those movies that you just never forget. But you guys, check out my video on the food stamps. They're saying for the month of November, they're going to get cut off. And a lot of people use food stamps to feed their kids, their families, and all that stuff like that. Another program that I didn't even think about at all is the WIC. Women, infants, and children. And a lot of people use that program. Yeah, Fanny, because the government shut down. And the government doesn't have money in the budget for food stamps because the government shut down. Yeah, people have already started getting the messages on their phone and on the app. But they're going to cut off the WIC too. And a lot of people use WIC to get baby formula. Now, when I had a kid, y'all know I'm cheap. I'm like, formula, I got free milk up in here. So I never had to buy formula. So I never, you know what I'm saying, had to go through that struggle. The schools around here are saying they're going to stop serving breakfast and lunch starting Monday. And that's another thing. A lot of kids, when they go to school, they get free meals that are subsidized by the government. Right, Emperor? Am I saying that right? All that stuff for come November, right? It's like, that's be the 24th, the 21st of October. So for November, they like, nigga, y'all ready to go find some money? But WIC is going to get cut off too if the government continues to stay shut down. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really don't foresee the government opening back up anytime soon. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. And then, yeah, so I didn't even think about the free meals at school. And then Empress said, yeah, free and reduced lunch. I used to get free meals too. Fanny, I know you lying. She said, how long the government been shut down? Fanny, I know you lying, Fanny. You didn't know about the government being shut down? It's been shut down for what, 3 weeks? What's wrong with y'all? Bro, my sister called me and she was like, did you know they're gonna stop making it so you can buy junk food on EBT? I said, girl, yeah, I've been talking about that. She said, I knew about how long? I think like 3 weeks, right? There's no money from the feds. The state of Michigan can't subsidize that. I said, girl, I've been knew about the food stamp. But they're going to be cutting off WIC too. I saw a lot of people pay for formula. I don't even know how so many people got into the formula trap because everybody has free milk in here. So I don't know why there's so many people giving their kids this weird formula stuff. Anyway, in my opinion, they have a lot of recalls too on the formula. I wouldn't trust it anyway. But a lot of people use formula for their babies, and all that stuff is gonna get cut off. They said they gonna be up in Walmart stealing. That's what they said, y'all. I look. Chef Big Bang will be sitting right here in my budget-friendly meals. Mmm. I'm over here struggling to eat. But the whole time I was in school, I had free meals too. Because we were a low-income family. And when I was younger, I was fortunate that we never experienced a government shutdown. So the fact that this is going on and there's school in session and these kids can't eat is crazy. Oh, the sides, rice A Roni, the chicken flavor, and then broccoli.
Hi.
Ava, tell them what's up. Tell them about your list.
I'm gonna make breakfast.
No, your Christmas list.
That list. My bad. Okay, so my Christmas list is for my bedroom, and I'm getting.
Look at her pajamas. Aren't they so cute?
I have on my Amazon wish list. I believe I have like a purple one like this one, and I also have another one at home, but when I started like running and stuff, this is when we were on vacation. We were in Vegas.
Yes, and she already made her Christmas list. She's very serious about it. And it's in the chat. It's on Nightball. Hold on.
I'm not done. So I also have these I have these pair that I think I got. It was before we went to Vegas. And now the shorts are kind of small. And I think I threw the top away because it like have my arm right here be like sweating because how tight it is.
Are you done, Ava?
Buy my Christmas list and buy her Christmas.
Yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can pin her link.
She already got some on her list.
Okay. Ava's Christmas link or Christmas list is pinned to the top of the chat. She already made a list. She's very serious about this. I don't know what happened this summer, but Ava went through a growth spurt. No, I'm talking about all her stuff don't even fit no more. And we had to get new everything. And then tomorrow, Ava, that's your Christmas list. She already made her Christmas list. It's if you guys would please support Ava for Christmas.
I went through a growth spurt, but I don't think I went through a growth spurt. I feel the same. I feel shorter. And she thinks I'm taller. But I really feel shoulder.
But she's on top of Christmas, and
I was like,
what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap the gifts, put your names on them, and then open them on Christmas Day. We'll do a live unboxing. But I feel like,
will you wrap
hold on, I'm talking to you. You just interrupted me and you just checking me. Hold on, girl. We feel like you guys are family. We're here all the time. And you guys love y'all some Ava. She loves y'all. And so this is a way for you guys to have Christmas with us.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so when you wrap the Amazon gifts and stuff, can you put the name or the username it was sent from?
Yes.
I'm excited. I feel like we're gonna have a whole tower of just Christmas gifts.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, tell them about tomorrow, the Halloween.
Oh, so tomorrow I'm gonna have a list. We're probably gonna make some eggs and pancakes. Thank yous for the $4.99. Thank you.
Read her name, Ava. Read her name.
It's Fanny.
Fanny P. Thank you so much for the $4.99. She said, this is all I got, 907. I'm in college. I don't have any money. And neither do we. That's why we're doing budget-friendly meals. She said she's the internet auntie. Oh, you could definitely be the internet auntie. You know what? Ava loves people, loves family, and we're always looking. So, you know, like, we make, like, genuine bonds with people. We really care about people. So that's why we created the Christmas list, and it's a way for you guys to get involved. And it was fun for Ava, her little window shopping. Thank you, Fanny.
I feel like my list expensive. That's just me.
Okay,
Wait,
oh, sorry. What were you going to say about breakfast?
I'm saying we're going to make like pancakes and eggs, and we're going to have like sprinkles.
Yes. Okay, so we're talking about making waffles or pancakes, Ava, or we both. Wait. Weren't we going to do waffles? Okay.
We do waffles.
And then we have these sprinkles. Do you want to grab the sprinkles? They're in that spinny thing and show them. So, what I do for the holidays is I'll get sprinkles, the theme of whatever the holiday is. So for Christmas, I'll get red and green sprinkles, and then it's easy to make it anything themed. So go ahead and show me.
It's spooky season. Spooky. They don't look spooky though. So you have like a black one. We have that one. This. Yeah, so we basically got a lot of sprinkles.
Yes.
We got shake, orange, regular with all the colors, black, and orange. I'm excited.
You leave right here. Yes, and then we're gonna do for breakfast. We're gonna do Halloween themed breakfast. We're gonna make some waffles, pancakes, and some other stuff. And then we got Rice Krispie treats. We have a lot of cereal in the house.
I wish we could make those.
Whole bunch of cereal. This is what Ava does. Like, I wish we could do this.
Well, I wanted to.
Look, hold on. Ava then went to the other side. She done laughed and came back begging.
I really wanted to do it. She said no, and now I'm hungry.
Girl, you wasn't going to eat them Rice Krispie treats for dinner anyway.
Well, no one said I couldn't eat it after.
Yes, and Lawnmower Man, you got another. That question was on the borderline. Have some respect. Yeah, I will in a second. Yeah. Have some respect, okay? But yes, that's my baby. So, and the only reason Ava's asking me to make her some food because she don't eat what I eat. Cause I clearly I cook, okay? She be acting, you know how kids are, they be acting shady. So, yes, that's what's going on tomorrow. We're gonna do breakfast. We're gonna do the Rice Krispie treats. We're gonna do a Halloween theme because we haven't done any Halloween stuff at all this year. And normally I'll be on top of stuff like this. You know, like, but we haven't done nothing yet, so. Alright, all in all, I'll rate this meal. I would say a 9. Hey, Wayne. Okay, overall, I'd give that meal a 9. I think I could have put less water in my rice. But for $11, that's a damn good meal. And I'm going to work on putting up the recipe tonight. Sorry y'all didn't get to it before we went live. Your girl has some things to do today. Um, there we have it though, another budget-friendly meal. So like I said, tomorrow we're gonna do breakfast and then a dessert. And then I have a lot of dinner food left over. So we are probably not gonna be making dinner for like a couple of days. Might be doing something else. Um, Subscribe to my other channel, Time for Tea. Check out Ava's Christmas list. Hit the like button, double tap the screen. Shout out to y'all for getting the likes looking right. Today was definitely a blessing. Well, you know, every day is a blessing, but I really like how this week is starting off for me. Um, hey Kendrick, say hey Miss Lady, how you doing? It's been a minute. I know it has been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm doing good. Doing much better. I so each day I've been trying to drive a little bit more because I'm still getting used to driving since my surgery, and I'm very proud of myself because I drove longer than I normally do or have, and my eyes weren't hurting, my head wasn't hurting, so that's great. You know, we're making a step in the right direction, and I'm very, you know, proud of myself for not giving up after my surgery and continuing to make content, you know, staying strong in what I believe, which is everybody should have a good meal or everybody should know how to cook. So I'm doing really good, much better. Had some time to relax, clear my head, and we're all set. Hold on, let me go to it on my other device because that went quick. He said, hello, my AK Boo, how are you? Surgery, what was missed? I had brain surgery in July 2nd of this year. I had brain surgery, which is why for you guys, you're seeing like one side of my face not really moving. It's still paralyzed on one side. I don't even like saying paralyzed because paralyzed sounds permanent. But this is the reason why one side of my face is still not moving. And what I've been doing, what I did recently, I got some gum and have been chewing gum. If you're someone that ever had a stroke or you have like Bell's palsy or you have paralysis on one side of your face, chewing gum is a great way to get your facial muscles back strong. So when I chew my gum, I'll make sure I chew it on the right side to try to get this side of my face back working. Can
I have some, make some toasters?
She don't care about what we got going on here.
Can you make me some toast or something?
No, you've already had a lot of bread today. You can make no. And then the world said, what? All this time you had surgery? I didn't know. So sorry about that. Yes, a lot of people don't know I had surgery or never knew about what I had going on. And that's because when I come to YouTube, I come here as a regular person. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, brain surgery this past July. Been chewing a lot of gum to get the right side of my face back working. And you know what? I'm still, even with that, very blessed with how everything's going. I have no complaints. But yes, if you're someone that has had a stroke or you have had a traumatic brain injury and or stuff like that, what you can do to get your facial muscles back strong again and working is chew gum. And my dad actually told me this trick years ago after my first set of surgeries. He was like, get some gum and chew gum. And it sounds crazy, but it really does work. So when I was in Georgia, I was totally slacking on the gum. Now I got my gum back. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to get back to all my facial expressions, my smiling. But if you are someone that's in good health and you're able to walk, talk, and smile, really, I really appreciate that. Because right now, where I'm sitting at, it's like I can't even smile. You'll see like one corner go up, but just even as simple as like raising both eyebrows, like that takes your brain and that takes work. And not everybody is fortunate enough to have that. There are people who will have an injury or have a fall, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just life changing. Okay, world. Let me see what you got going on. What you saying down here, world? There's a time you were with a homegirl in here. That's the time I was here longest. Oh, is that when I was in Vegas? And yes, I did say first set. Okay, so the first set in 2020, two major brain surgeries, and one of them was kind of minor. But when you say brain surgeries, like you're like, how's that minor? So in 2020, I had three, and then this year, I had my fourth surgery. And there are some people that have had like, someone was in the chat the other day. They were saying like they knew someone that had 17. Like the fact that they can go into your brain that many times and put you back together and you will be fine is a miracle. And it's why I don't get why people complain. It's like, bro, can we trade? Can you take my life? What's up, Reese? Yes, in 2020, I had three. And you guys, it was so crazy. I got into a car accident. I went to the freaking hospital the next day, and I was like, you know, my back is hurting. I got a headache. And when I did a CT scan, because I said I was having headaches, they came back and they was like, man, we are so sorry to tell you this, but you have a mass in your brain. And I was like, what? You know when you're like watching a show and it's like that moment, that sad moment where everybody just get quiet? That's how I feel. Like, what? I have a mass in my brain. What? I'm like, are y'all sure that was me? Right? What is this? You sure you don't got somebody else? Right? So he was like, you got a mass in your brain. We don't know what it is, but we're going to send you down for an MRI. And we have our on-call neurosurgeon that's looking at your scans and will go over your MRI results. I was like, what? So there was like, is there anybody that can come get Ava? Because you're going to be here for a while. Because she was with me at the time. She was, I think she was 3. Bro, when they said I was going to be there for a while, I had no idea that it would be 3 weeks later that I would walk out of the hospital. It was like crazy. I felt like I was like in the twilight zone. It was like, bro, I just got off work yesterday and now you're telling me I got a mass in my brain? Man, life is so short. Very, very precious. Y'all need to be thankful. Each day you wake up, just be happy. Just say, thank you, Lord. Okay. So then he was like, is there someone I can come get Ava? We got to take you down to MRI. Bro, this was like, when I first got into the hospital, it was like 10. It was really, really early. 10 in the morning, right? So my sister comes and gets Ava, and I'm telling her what's going on. She was like, wow. You know, like, it was just, you never think I'm going to go into the hospital and they're going to tell me something like this. So I go down to an MRI, which I had never had. At that time, I was 27. I had never did an MRI before. I didn't even know. I never had a reason. So I had to do that. I'm so scared. Because it's like, damn. I feel like when they told me that, my head instantly started hurting. So then I do the MRI, and then I have to wait about an hour for the results to be interpreted. By the time I saw the neurosurgeon, I think it was like 5 or 6 o'clock, and I got there in the morning. So like that is the space of time that all this took. When I tell you the story, it sounds like it's quick, but all this, took a long time. So the neurosurgeon comes in, and bro, I had never met a neurosurgeon. So when he comes in, I just get like hella quiet because I'm like, man. And when he walks in, bro, he meant business. He got like, he has like his PA with him, and he has another person writing down on the computer. And when he came in, he had the scans. He like put him up there. He just was very, very serious. He was like, Letitia, I need you to get your family on the line. Like this is really serious. Bro, I'm sweating bullets, right? So I called my stepmom, my sisters, and my dad. And he was like, Letitia has a brain tumor that we believe is benign. But this tumor is so large and there is so much fluid on her brain, we really don't feel comfortable with her leaving the hospital tonight. Like, what? And then so I'm like, okay, well, what do you think we need to do? He was like, we need to have surgery. I was like, okay, well, when can you do the surgery? He's like, tomorrow. I'm like, what? Bro, my stomach started turning. So I go into the hospital for a car accident, and then I'm there, and they're like, you need to have brain surgery. Like, what? And so my stepmom was like, well, do we have time to get a second opinion? He was like, you can, but she might not make it. Bro, this doctor, no bedside manner. He was like, you can, but you really don't have time. And he was like, we don't want to let her go. We're going to get her checked in, and we're going to do surgery tomorrow in the morning. I was just like, so from the ER, I was admitted to the hospital, right? And I ended up staying in the hospital for 3 weeks. The next day, they did the brain surgery, right? Very long operation, excruciating pain. So about 2 weeks later, I'm about to go to rehab, right? Because after you have a major surgery, you have to go to rehab. You can't just go right home and be living your normal life. The bed tech or the CMA, or I think they're called bed techs, or the tech comes in, take my vitals. I am unresponsive. I'm out cold. So then they called the neurosurgeon. He came running, and this part of the story, I was unresponsive. So similar to a coma. So a lot of these events have been told to me. They put in a temporary drain and drained the fluid off of my brain, right? And then I went into, so that was like the little temporary drain. That's the second one. The third one was they placed a VP shut, right? And then so they do that surgery, and then about a week later I go to rehab. So that was the first set. And then in 2025, I go in once a year for an MRI, and they're like, your brain tumor is growing. We think that we need to go in and intervene now before your tumor gets too large, back to the state that it was when we first met you in 2020. So then we had this one. When I was first diagnosed, my brain tumor was about 5 centimeters, hella big. The neurosurgeon was like, we can't even believe you walked up in here. We can't believe that you're even here talking to us right now. But I would say this. When God has you in his watch or in his hands, and he's watching over you, he's gonna put you where you need to be. Literally, he walked me into the hospital. It and like and this was like around Christmas, right before Christmas, right? So I had gifts that I ordered for Ava on Amazon coming to the house while I'm in the hospital. But just to know, like, just to experience the miracle of God like that, bro, when I was in the hospital, I was just crying. Because I could have went to sleep and never woke up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never knew about the tumor, but the fact that God will put you where you need to be when it's time, I think is very powerful. And is another reason why that I think all the worrying and the panic, y'all calm down and pray. So then, okay, so so the neurosurgeon in January this year was like, we need to go back in before it gets too big. So that was in July 2nd would be my other surgery, and Ava's coming back out here to check me, y'all. So yeah, those are my stories. That's my story. What I would say is never give up.
I'm hungry.
I know, Ava. Don't ever give up, y'all. I gotta go. But I will see you guys tomorrow for breakfast, and we're gonna get our Halloween themed stuff started and situated. Check out Ava's Christmas list. Check out Time for Tea at 907 Good Eats and Ava's Playtime. And make sure you guys watch my food stamp video that is doing amazing. We're talking about 45,000 views on a pre-recorded video. For me, that's huge. And then World said, dang, I'm here listening as if it's someone else's story. Y'all, you know what? I love telling stories, and I'll be up here all day and night talking. Yes, I'm glad I'm here too, World. And when I was in the hospital this time, I was just thinking, like, man, God is not done with me. Like, there's something that I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like I'm supposed to be helping people. You know, like, he's just not done with me. He's like, it's not your time. You're not finna go. You finna go through some stuff, but you're not finna leave. Yes, it's definitely a blessing. That's why I'm always in a good mood, and I try to stay positive, and I try to make sure that there's not a lot of negativity around me. Because it's if I was gonna be negative, it's too late for all that. It's for me to be negative. It's like, girl, you better be happy you made it. But yes, I will see you guys tomorrow. Check out those things. Food stand video is going up. We doing big things out here. And you know what? Even for that, I'm so happy that I just never gave up. Really. Never give up. When one door closes, knock on 100 more. When those don't work, keep going. Don't ever give up. Never. Never, never, never. Unless it's somebody with a negative energy. Give up on them. But don't give up on yourself. Thank you guys for watching. You're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bang. Another successful episode. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. And I'll be posting that recipe very, very soon. Very, very soon. But y'all don't know what I say when I get up out of here. All right, world. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. I'll see y'all next one. Peace.